Hey guys, I'm back again. Back at this table. I know, we know about sound and everything, but been super busy this week. Not that any of that matters for the video, but I wanted to get this up so I can get it out for you guys on Saturday morning like usual. So I already kind of told you guys that I'm going to do my next video on the 99 American Chestnut by GEC, which, by the way, apparently I've gotten enough subscribers to have unlocked the community tab for my account, so that's pretty cool. So I'll be posting more things up there, some polls and some things like that. But let's get to the knife, because I haven't seen any videos up of these knives on YouTube, and I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind a walk around. So I didn't look up. Some of them come with little pins or buttons or whatever. Honestly, I don't really use those pins or buttons, but hey, they're cool. I wouldn't turn it down if I did get one. So that's the tube. Brown wax paper like usual. And this is the knife. Now, like I said, this is chestnut bone. And this chestnut looks a little darker than the last time they ran chestnut, which was on the 15s, at least to my eye. Pretty nice grain pattern. It has the satin finish bolsters, which you can see here. And some people were a little bit upset because they said that they were scuffed up, kind of like here. I don't know what does that, but sometimes they do come scuffed up. I've seen that before. It's not really a huge deal. You can take some flitz or some polishing compound and buff that out. But I'll tell you, these satin finishes scuff pretty easily. If you have any kind of like sand or grit or anything like that in your pocket, definitely if you have coins or anything, if it hits against a pen or a key, I mean, anything is going to put another mark back on it. So I mean, that is one thing I will say. The bolsters do mark up pretty easily, and there are bolsters on either end, so you can see here. Now I'll show you guys around the back, which the fit and finish has been pretty good for the last few that I've gotten. Let's look at that centering. I mean, that centering is pretty much spot on. So let's look at the knife itself. So it snaps open pretty good. You can see that Warncliffe blade with the satin finish and that GEC, let's see if we can get it there, Practical Knives. So that's the stamp, the etch on the blade, Practical Knives, GEC. On the other side, there isn't anything. And we'll look at our tang stamps. So you can see here, let's see, I'm sorry guys, I'm fighting this light. It says Great Eastern Cutlery, Titusville, Pennsylvania. And on the other side, it says Cyclops Steelworks 99018. And Cyclops Steelworks, that refers to the fact that this is a stainless steel knife. And I don't think it denotes that. Yeah, here you go, right here on the tube. 440C stainless steel. So that's one of the unique things about this knife. It's not one of the usual 1095 knives that they run majority of the time. This run of knives is one of the few runs that they do every few years or so in a stainless steel. So like I said, the last time, I believe it was 2015, 16, somewhere in there, and they ran some 15s as best memory serves. And now it's 2018 and they've run some 99 Wall Streets in the stainless steel. Now, one thing that somebody pointed out to me on their elk is that this cutout here dropped down a little bit below the bottom of this backlock here. So you could actually see there was a little bit of light through there. So I happen to have an example that is kind of like that. This is a 72 from I believe 2016. Let me see. Yeah, from 2016. So you can see here that the material on the handle, you can see my hand back behind it. The material for the handle dips down below this lock back mechanism here. I don't exactly remember why GEC said they did that, but it's Just one of those things. The person was concerned that it might cause some issues. As you can see, this knife's been pretty well used. I actually got this knife secondhand. It works fine, except for the guy decided to pry with this knife some. So it does have some side to side play, but other than that, it works fine. Locks up great. Action is fine. I've never had a problem with anything getting stuck in here and either keeping the knife from locking open or keeping it from closing shut and the lock disengaging. It works fine. So if you do happen to have one like that, I wouldn't be too worried about it. But as you can see, at least on this Chestnut, there's not anything to be seen here. No light to be seen. So I'll give you one more walk around. For those of you guys wondering about the Acorn Shield, this Acorn Shield is reserved for knives that are stainless steel. So that's why this knife and all of the stainless steel knives have the Acorn. So there you have it. It's the 99 Wall Street. It's a medium-sized lock-back knife, so not technically a slip joint, you know, if you want to get really, really technical about it. But that's the knife. These are really sought after. I really had to work, guys. I messed up. I didn't buy one of these knives when I first saw them pop up. Kind of drug my feet, and it really made me pay. I really had to work, and it made me remember what I always tell people: when you see these knives pop up, if you want it, buy it. You can always sell it and make your money back. GECs hold their value very well. Very rarely, unless you buy some oddball cover material or something like that, rarely are you not going to be able to get your money back, or so close to it that it doesn't even matter. So if you see it, you like it, buy it. I'm going to be following my own advice from now on, no matter what. So appreciate you guys watching. Wanted to get this up before Saturday morning. I wanted to record this to have it up before Saturday morning. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions or anything, mention it down below. I am going to record some more probably tomorrow to release next week. I won't be in this room, so you guys that don't like the echo won't have to worry about it. It's just that I wanted to get this up. Appreciate you guys watching. Remember, a lazy man carries a dull knife.